Good evening and welcome to the Freedom Team Sunday night webinar. It's our weekly Sunday night hangout from across multiple countries. And my name is Pastor Eddie, and I have Pastor Bola with me tonight. For those of you who are with us for the first time, I can see quite I don't know, the new guests. I have a few guests here tonight. I want to welcome you. My name is Pastor Eddie, and I have Pastor Bola with me. She's a beautiful lady who who spoke a few minutes ago. And then this is a Freedom Team of the Forever Living Product and Business. So on this weekly webinar and hangout, we get to share tips, we get to share testimonials, we get to learn from one another. As we tend to support each other in building a business that can eventually generate time and financial freedom. So we have quite a bit to go through tonight. It's always a very insightful meeting, very insightful online meeting, as it were. All right, and so we will just, first of all, as usual, it's always good to hear a story. And then I will also be sharing a piece of news with us later on in this program tonight. But first, we'll ask Bola to share our story with you, just to let you know how we got started in this business and how far we've gone and what we have in the pipeline for the entire team. Bola?
All right. If you don't know us, we are husband and wife team, been married for about 20 years this year. We trained originally as accountants, and we're Christians, and we're pastors of a church as well. We've done different businesses at different times, but one of the things that we've always wanted is to run a business that we can easily train and teach other people to do. That has always been a very strong passion of ours, something that we can pass on to people, that people can learn from us. But we didn't know what it was. We've done a few things, and it was a difficulty. It was a bit difficult for us to get an opportunity to pass across our knowledge. However, we've got two children, for those that do not know, and our younger child, who's our daughter, had a case of eczema. We went away on holiday to Turkey last summer, and we met a gentleman, a doctor, and his wife, who took a liking to us. We just started chatting. And all of a sudden, he said, "Oh, I can see your daughter has got eczema. I have something that I think might be able to help." Okay, we were open to that because we've tried so many things that hadn't helped. The doctors have written quite a lot of things for us, and it just didn't help. So he gave us this particular tube called the aloe propolis cream, but it didn't mean anything to us. And our daughter used it for a couple of days. Just within the space of that holiday period, our skin started clearing out. That was a big surprise to us because we have used a few things for quite a while and nothing worked. So my husband then asked him what exactly that was and what it was about. With the gentleman, who happened to be a medical doctor as well, then said it was a cream that has to do with a company called Forever Living. We have heard about Forever Living as a company from a few people. Very rarely would you meet someone that said, "I've never heard about Forever Living before," because it's a company that has been successful and been around for 35 years, so that's automatic. However, the fact that we have heard about it did not mean that we're going to do anything about it. However, this gentleman showed my husband the income proof from the business, that the business works. And then my husband asked him a question. What are you in the business? He said, "We are now managers in the business." All right? And according to this gentleman, he's a doctor and his wife is a nurse, and his wife replaced her income in the business. They replaced the wife's income in 8 months of doing the business part-time, and the wife quit her job as a nurse to do this business full-time because they replaced her monthly income. So that again got us more interested, because now she could stay at home and take care of their child, drop their child to school, pick their child up, but in between that time, run the business. That was very fascinating, and that felt like something we could duplicate and pass across to other people. So we started the journey August last year. Early this year, we became managers in the business, and in the last 3 months, we can conveniently say we have not paid the mortgage of our home with our own physical money, but from the money we've earned from this business. And that's only been 6 months or 7 months since we've been running this business. What am I trying to say in a nutshell? If you run this business consistently as a part-time business or you're consistent at it, it doesn't matter, you can start earning a good amount of money from this business. You can have financial freedom. You can actually have time freedom as well, which matters to many of us. And the company also represents a good product that works.
Well, today, this week, as we speak, the company has taken there's a global rally taking place in Hawaii, and between yesterday they have given out $21 million to people who are running this business, people who have been successful in this business. Now, I just couldn't help but pay particular attention to the people who were collecting these checks. They were ordinary people, just like you and I. People who have, they've made a decision to follow a particular course of action. They've stuck with it. They've done something with their life. And so, one of the things that I really want us to talk about tonight is for you to establish a very strong reason why you're doing this. It's very important for you as a business person to establish a very strong reason why you are doing what you do. Is it for time freedom? Is it for financial freedom? One of the reasons why I am particularly interested is for two reasons actually. One, it gives me an opportunity to do things, succeed at it, and teach others what I'm doing. It gives me an opportunity to coach and mentor people in the marketplace. I've always loved, as a Christian, I've always seen the marketplace as a means of global evangelism. And if you're not of faith, you will please excuse me tonight. I've always seen business as a means of reaching out and extending my faith. So, for example, on Tuesday, I've been asked to come and speak in FLP 210 area 210. That's the southeast area in the Hilton Hotel in Maidstone, and they've looked at our success and said, well, you've made manager with 7 months. Can you come and teach us what you actually teach your team? And I'm so happy that's one of the reasons I'm doing this. So what is your strong reason why you are doing this? Now, if you do not have a compelling reason why you are doing what you are doing, it's a matter of time you're going to quit. And quitters don't win. And so if you look at the economy generally, it's not really improving. Most of the people, the two of our uplines are sponsors, not only our sponsors, our sponsor's sponsor. She's been doing this for the past 10 years, part-time, 10 years. And today, yesterday, she was given a check of $81,000.
As a 13-month salary.
That's a 13-month bonus, just from the chairman. And so she had a strong reason why she was doing this. Now, if you look at the economy is not really improving. And I doubt if it will really come back to what it was about 5-7 years ago. And so what is your reason? Is it financial freedom? If it is financial freedom, go for it. If it's not financial freedom, what will you be doing in 10 years' time? What are you doing now? Do you see what you are? Will you love to be doing what you are doing now in 10 years' time? Will you love to wake up in the morning, go to work, 10 years' time? If no, then what's the plan? Today I was sharing with one of my spiritual sons, and I told him something. I said, the life we are living now, we actually dreamed about this life in 1996, thereabout. And so we had a dream, and we had faith for the dream. We believed the dream. We have faith in it, and that dream kept us going. Through thick and thin, through obstacles. Our dreams kept us going. So what's your dream, and what's the plan to achieve your dream? And so the way I see FLP is just a bridge, a means to an end, just a vehicle you can use to attain time and financial freedom. And so that's one of the things I really want to talk to us about tonight. I've been coaching people for the past 10-15 years. At least I'm naturally gifted at that. And so I want to just share that gifting with you tonight, and that's to challenge you to establish a very strong reason why you are on this call tonight. And that is, if it is financial freedom, then go for it. It's actually a good reason to go for it because things are not going to improve. Things are not going to improve. Companies are, I don't know, last week we heard in the news, UK has been downgraded from AAA to double A plus. So what next? Are they going to downgrade again from double A plus to single A? So the economy is not improving. And so the earlier one start, putting a plan on the side to attain financial freedom, the better. Our sponsor is a nurse. She works as a nurse and she manages about 3 NHS hospitals. She asked herself one question one time, and she called her office to find out what her pension will be in about 15 years' time. And she was shocked at the amount. That means that actually she will never get off the treadmill. And so she joined this business, and today she earns 6 figures a year. And so part-time because she still works. She still works. And so you can use this vehicle to attain financial freedom. Well, so maybe financial freedom is not your thing tonight. Maybe it's time freedom. I used to work as a contractor. And as a contractor, oh yes, I was making a lot of money. I mean, on average, I get paid £600 a day. But you know what? I still have to get up in the morning, drive to the airport, fly out to whatever it is in the world. I had to work. I had to leave my family behind. Yes, we had the money, we had the cash. But guess what? I had no time to enjoy the money. So I at one point I was offered a role just to sit down and do nothing, and they paid £500 a day for that role. I hated every minute of it. I needed to be free. So have a plan. And what I'm saying is that use this vehicle as use FLP as a vehicle or as a bridge to attain financial freedom, and then really go for it. Now, the second thing I would like to talk to you about is that what you do not understand, you mystify. What you lack in knowledge, you mystify. So do not mystify anything. Find out that in our freedom team, we have a strategy that works. We have a strategy we expect you to learn, a skill we expect you to learn that will help you grow your team without being a salesperson. And so it's important you learn that skill. And if we have the time, I would like to share that skill with you towards the end of this program tonight. And so learn, if you've been an employee for 5-6 years, right? I do not want you to think that this is a walk in the park. It's not. Because what you have in your hands tonight is a multi-million-dollar business in a box. Okay, it won't cost you millions, but it's been reduced to $199. But you see, because $199 is not a lot of money, it won't kill you if you lose $199. Chances are that you will take it for granted. Because you didn't write a business plan, you did not approach a bank manager, they did not turn you down 3 times and eventually grant you a loan. And because you didn't go through that heartache and hurdles, chances are you will undermine this business. You won't pay attention to it. You won't plan. You won't do any activity. You won't talk to people because your life does not depend on it, at least yet. And so I want to encourage you to learn and grow and plan and be involved. Talk to people, learn as much as you can. We have people who are already successful in our team. Talk to them, find out what they do, find out what their activities are like, and then go for it. Voila.
Indeed. If your reason is not strong enough, you will get discouraged along the line. If your reason for doing this business is not strong enough, or wanting to do any business at all is not strong enough, you will get discouraged. Why would you get discouraged? Because you will meet people that will tell you, oh, don't do it, it doesn't work. But we are living proofs that it works. We just started only 6.5 months ago, or 7 months ago now, and it does work. It does work, at least in our finances. It works in our bank account, and it also works with our time. It also works with the team that God has helped us to build. Also, if it is a case of, oh, it doesn't work because the products do not work. Well, the product works. We are living proofs of that. My daughter is a living proof, and there are a few other people that have come to testify that the product has worked for them. If it is that, oh, this vehicle cannot give you whatever it is that your dream is, you will get people that will tell you it does not work. If you don't have a strong reason, you will drop it. You will get people that will tell you no. It doesn't matter what you're telling them. If you don't have a strong reason, you say, oh, 5 people have said no, that's it, forget it. No, move on, because there's somebody waiting to say yes to you. And you need to understand that. How do we get the yes? How do you get people to either join your team or to buy your product? Again, we'll talk about that a little bit later. But in this team, I need you to understand something tonight. Write your reason down. Write whatever you want this business to give you. That if you don't write it down, you will soon forget it and forget the business itself. If you're new and you're considering joining, it's a great business to join, and this business can definitely give you financial and time freedom. At least we are working our way on our way there. Quite a few people in the team are doing the same. So, what are the key principles we want you to know or learn tonight?
Yeah, one of the key principles we want you to learn is consistent effort. All right, pay attention to your activities. We have what we call teach to reach. That's like your business plan, really. Make sure you are very familiar with your business plan. There are activities that you must do in order to really rack up your case credits or to rack up your points or your income. But the most important principle is to stay consistent. You know, consistent effort is very important. Develop a routine and stick to your routine. Hey, I still remember when PayPal came out, people said, oh, PayPal, oh, that's not going to work, you know, it's a cash society, you know, it's a credit card society. Well, we don't believe in electronic payment. But today, PayPal is a means of payment. All right? Oh, and then eBay came up. You know, but oh no, who would buy anything on eBay? Well, what's eBay? And the name doesn't even sound nice and like blah blah blah. You know, today eBay is part of our lives. We know something about both of those organizations. They were very consistent. How about Facebook? Oh no, you know, Facebook floated $100 million on float. And when it came up, people said, oh no, it won't work. It's just for social interactions. Guess what? Facebook today makes a fortune from advertisement just because Mark Zuckerberg developed a consistent effort at doing what he was doing. Okay, so the next thing is duplication. This business is not a business for the superstar. It's not one person producing 10,000 units. It's 10,000 people producing 1 unit. And so it's very important that we understand this. The business relies on duplication, and I will show you about duplication in a minute, and I'll skip that for now. Come back and talk about duplication. Give it enough time. All right, it is not a get rich quick. It's not a get rich quick scheme. Yeah. So give it enough time. I would say plan to give it 5 to 7 years of consistent effort. All right, that's how it's here. Plan to give it 5 to 7 years of consistent effort. All right, so for starters, when you join our team, your sponsor can show you how to break even and make profit immediately. That is, when you put in your 199, right, by the first 72 hours or maximum a week, you should be able to if you want to, yeah, you can recoup your your finances back immediately. All right, and so that means that from then on, it's pure profit. Now, I don't really know any business you do brick and mortar that you can put in £10,000, for example, and then recoup your £10,000 business loan in about 24 hours or 72 hours or even a week. So, but I would say give it enough time. Give your business enough time. Let me talk about duplication in a minute. Let me pull back. Yeah, this slide here tells you about the power of simple duplication. In your first month, if you add 1 person in your first month and you become 2 people in your organization, if both of you decide to add 1 person each the following month, that will make 4 of you. In the 3rd month, the 4 of you decide to add 1 person. In other words, share the business with 1 person, right, for the month. And 1 person joins your organization. If 4 of you do that, in the 3rd month, you will be 8. In the 3rd month, if 8 of you, with understanding, decide to add only 1 person to the team, 1 person each, on the 4th month, you will have 16. If you continue like that, in a year, you will have 4,096 people in your organization. That's the power of one. One person, bring one person every month. In a year's time, you will have 4,000 people. Let's even assume you fail by 50%. That will be 2,048. All right. Let's assume you even fail 75% of that. You're still looking at 1,000 people in your organization. 1,000 people. That's the power of duplication, and that's what network marketing is all about. It's all about shifting products from the factory to end to the consumers using a network of friends, family, colleagues, and so on. That's how it works.
Okay, I hope the numbers have not blown your mind out so far, but the point of this particular slide is just to tell you that this business is about duplication. Make it simple. Don't overcomplicate things. It's a very simple business. The truth of the matter is the moment you get trained, if you really want to get out there and if the moment you get people join you, you recoup the amount of money that you have paid to join the business originally. However, train them well to help them get somebody to join them. And the system goes on and on like that. So don't ever forget that it's about duplication. However, how do you get people to join you in the first instance? How do you get people to join your team? Since you're not a salesperson, one of the things I love most about this business is you don't have to be good at it. You wouldn't need to have done it before. I haven't done anything like this before, neither has my husband, anything of this nature before. And not just that alone, we got into this business and we said, okay, we don't know how to sell to friends and family, what do we do next? However, we got a skill. That skill has helped us so far, and that skill is still helping us. And I really believe very strongly that if you actually take time out to master this skill, you will definitely succeed at this business. Don't worry about trying to master being able to sell. Master this skill that we're just about to share. It's just on 2 slides, form and sign. We say it over and over again. The only reason why we repeat it is so that it can sink in eventually and we do it. When you hear something long enough, it becomes a lifestyle. When it becomes a lifestyle for you in this business, you will sign someone up in your business every single week if you get this right. That's the truth of the matter. Now, what is form? It is the way you connect to people, because at the end of the day, this is a people business. So if you want people to connect to you and you want to connect to people, there has to be a way you contact them and make them feel comfortable around you. People love themselves more than anything else. People love to talk about themselves. People love to focus on themselves because everyone is always looking after number one. So what is form? Form. When you meet someone and you ask them, the first question to look at asking them after breaking the original ice is, how is your family? Asking about people's family shows that you're interested in them beyond the person standing in front of you. You know what? If you ask somebody about their family and you genuinely wait to hear the answer, you probably will be the first person that have asked them that question that whole week. A gentleman spoke to me about a year ago. He was working in the workplace where I used to be. And he said, he's a single gentleman. And he said, do I know what, Bola? I gave him a hug. He said, do you know that you're the first person that have hugged me in the last 1 week? Because I'm a single person. I don't meet anybody that just gives you a hug or gives you a handshake. You know, everybody just gives you a handshake and walk away. So if you take time out to ask somebody about their family, you probably will be the only one that have asked them that kind of question. So you stand out for them. It shows that you are interested. After that, you can ask about their occupation. Because people love talking about themselves. Say, for instance, I say, how is the family? If you meet someone and say, how is the family, and they go and say, oh, yeah, I'm very fine. I just don't have time to spend as much time as I would like with my child. You're already getting something from them because they're saying, I wish I could spend more with my child, and I don't have time to spend with my child. Because at the end of the day, you have a message to pass across. That is, you have a business, you want them to join your team. But that doesn't benefit them as far as they're concerned. What benefits them is, if only I had more time to spend with my child, I will be happier. But maybe your business can answer their questions and give them the opportunity to help them spend more time with their child. So store that information, listen to people. The next one is occupation. When you ask about their family, ask about their occupation. Sometimes when you're asking about people's family, they equally tell you there and then, oh, I didn't sleep well last night because Johnny was not well. Maybe your product can help Johnny. But if you didn't listen to them, you don't know how your product will help Johnny. Just go to them and say, would you buy my product? They will say no. But Johnny has a headache and you have something that can solve headache. If you listen to them, they will tell you Johnny is not well. You can tell them, oh, I have a product that might help Johnny so that you can sleep well tomorrow. And they will be open to it. Then the occupation. Ask people about their occupation. People love to talk about what they do or they hate it. The moment people start talking about, oh, I love being, an accountant, but I just hate the bureaucracy in my workplace. You already have something. Oh, I don't know whether this is for you, but maybe there is something that can be of interest to you because you have logged in the fact that they hate doing what they do. Some people just hate, whatever reason, people talk about their work and they love talking about it. The next thing, talk about the recreation. Oh, do you like going on holidays? Oh, we love going on holidays, we just don't have enough money. Oh, maybe I can find you something that can help you get enough money. Maybe this could be for you, maybe it's not for you. But as you ask or talk about people, talk with people, asking them these questions and allowing them to talk about themselves, you get a full picture of who they are, and then you can link it to the next thing. I've not talked about M, and I know I have not. You link it to the next, which is their sign. The reason why people will sign to join your business and be in your team is because you have met their own signs. If you have not met their sign, they will never join your business. So what I'm trying to say is strength, interest, goals, and needs of the people you're talking to are very, very essential. What does that mean? As you talk to people, find out what their strengths are. What is the strength of this person? What do they like? What do they like doing? What is their strength? Oh, I really love talking to people. That's a strength there. Oh, I'm so good at face-to-face, but I'm really rubbish at, oh, I'm good with the computer, I'm rubbish at face-to-face. You begin to hear people, if you listen enough to them, you find out their strength. What do you like doing? What are you strong at? What is your strength? Also, ask them for their interest. When you find out what interests people, people love talking about what interests them. So for instance, I, for one, I'm a Christian. I enjoy talking about God. I can talk about God till tomorrow. So you don't need to give me a time limit. I just go on and on. If you dare ask me one question about God and church, oh, you're in for a good one. So when people are interested in something, they just go on and on and on about it. So understand what they're interested in and then drop it back in to show that you have been listening to them. From there, you can ask them for their goals. Find out their goals. Now, nobody will join your business because they want to meet your own goal. They will join your business because they want to meet their own goals. If my goal is to spend more time with Johnny, there's no way you can tell me about something that will take me away from Johnny. I won't do it because I could just about have enough time for Johnny right now. So what is the goal of the persons that you have in mind? So if you have a business and you're going to be financially free, you need to get people to join your business. If they're going to join your business, what's their strength? What's their interest? What is their goal?
Now, as you listen to people, as you form them and listen to them, that is when you listen out to these things. So it's not like you're going to be asking them about their sign or their strength, their interest, their goals and needs. What it is that as you ask them about their family, their occupation, their recreation, which is the FOR, you listen out for these things. In your conversation, right, their strength will come out in your conversation, their interests, their goals, and their needs. All you then need to do is to relate their needs okay, I think I've 1 second. Yeah, all you then need to do is to relate your message to their sign. That is the key. That is the master key. You need to master the skill of relating your message to their strength, their interests, their goals, and needs. If your message does not connect with their strength, interests, goals, and needs, they will not join your business. And even if they join, they will not grow their business. So that's how this skill works. So you form them, you form them, or you ask them about their family, their occupation, and their recreation. And while you are asking in a very nice, comfortable way, with sincerely, with a lot of care. So there's no point being cheesy or being like acting like a salesman. Nobody likes salespeople, and nobody likes being sold. At least I don't like being sold. Okay, but I like people. I like people who take particular interest in my life or in what I do. Before we went to Turkey last year, about 5 people actually invited me to join FLP. I did not. Why? Because they kept telling me about this, how nice the business is, and how much money people make, and people have financial time and financial freedom. And it was all about. It was obvious that they were only interested in what and their own goals and their vision. Until I got to Turkey and I found a man who took interest in my daughter's eczema. Guess what? I signed up with him. In fact, we actually signed up with him before we saw the business presentation. Why? He was able to connect his message to my need, which is to get rid of the eczema on my daughter's arm. So yeah, and that's how they form and sign. And that's all we ask Freedom Team members to master. Master the skill of forming and signing people and be natural at doing this. Because at the end of the day, people love people who love them.
Absolutely. Absolutely. People love people who love them. Now, coming directly to the business itself, I need to talk about that very, very briefly, and then we're going to get, again, I'm going on about the what product launch, because it's something that I believe very strongly is a very useful thing for us to run our business successfully. In this business, there are only 3 things they're expected to do, only 3 things. If you master them and you do them consistently, you won't fail at it. If anything, you will get financial freedom. You need to put a certain time aside to run the business. Yes, it's useful, but also open your eyes and just run it alongside your daily routines. So you go out, you meet people. Every time you meet people, think about your business. Don't box your business somewhere and do any other thing in other place. Think, oh, I'll do the business on Saturday. Don't do it that way. Let it be a part of your life. What are the 3 things you're expected to do? They have a product. It's a natural product, superior quality product, that have been proven year in, year out to be excellent. They have 60-day money-back guarantee on all their products. Use the product. You are your best salesman. If you're always tired and all of a sudden you're no longer tired anymore, somebody will ask you, what have you been using? If you're always snappy and you don't do that anymore, somebody will ask you what you've been using. If your skin is dodgy and somebody sees that it's changed, they will ask you what you've been using. So these things are natural skills. I remember somebody joined my team just because of my teeth. They believe that my teeth have gone whiter. I actually thought they were white before, but this person said, oh my goodness, look at your smile. What are you using? And that was it. And I told them, and they joined my team. You will never believe it because of the tooth gel that the company sells. So use your product. Use your product. Use your product. I cannot stress it enough. If you don't use your product, if you have a team, the people in your team will not use your product. If you do not have a team, it's a matter of time. Anyone that joins you will not use the product. Don't leave them in the box. Bring them out. Use them. The second thing is recommend them. Recommend them. There will be people around you that have challenges. There are friends who have said different things about their children, their family at different times in the past. Ensure that you recommend the product for them to use. Let them see the product. Let them use the product. Let them buy the products from you. The distributor will recommend it. And the third thing is building a team. And what's the easiest way to build a team? I cannot stress this enough, product launch. Today, I wanted to hear from a couple that had their product launch today. They are not directly, I think they are second, third generation to us, but I really wanted to listen to this and hear their story. Casey and Joy, are you there? Hello?
Hello.
Hello, Casey. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
All right, go ahead. Please tell us about your product launch and the product launches. You've had more than one now, but tell us about today's one, and then we'll take it from there.
Okay. In summary, the product launch today was a success. We had 8 invites, and out of that, 3 people signed. And we still have 2 prospects of people who want to sign. Hello?
Can you hear me, Casey?
Hello, hello?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you now.
Yeah, Casey, congratulations. How exactly did you go about inviting your guests?
It wasn't a direct launch, so it was our downline. So what we did obviously was to let her know all she needed to do was to let her family and friends know about what she's doing. You know, not necessarily coming to join directly, but come and listen in, come and support the business, our business.
Okay, so you asked your downline to invite her friends and family to come and support her as she launches her new business.
Exactly.
Brilliant, brilliant. And so they turned up.
They turned up. You said out of 10 people, 8 people.
Wow. So you invited 10 people.
She invited.
She invited 10 people and 8 turned up.
8 turned up.
Wow, wow. Congratulations. So how did that make you feel then?
At the end of the day, successful in the sense that we communicated to her what she needed to do, and she did it, and I won't say 100% turnout, but a great turnout.
Wow. Did you make any product sales? Did she make any?
There were product sales.
Wow. And 2 sign-ups.
3.
And 2 sign-ups, yes.
Wow.
Two prospects.
Congratulations. Congratulations. So that's your sponsor. That's the person you sponsored, right?
Third generation down to him.
Yes, down.
Wait,
yes.
Hang on, Casey. That's your own 3rd generation, correct?
3rd generation, yes, correct.
Are you kidding?
Yes, it is, I know.
Congratulations, Casey. Well done.
That makes you a grandmaster. Am I correct?
Congratulations. Well done, Casey. Well done, Joy. Were you still saying something?
I was. I just wanted to quickly say thank you to JP and Bosu, who were there.
Okay.
That's our offline.
All right. So your upline did the product launch for your 4th. That's for her 4th generation now.
Yes, that's right.
Wow. Okay. Congratulations.
And well done.
Thank you.
Well, there we go. That shows you this business, the model works, the business works. That was from Casey. I wonder if JP or Bosun is there. JP, are you there?
Hello, Pastor Bola. Good evening.
Good evening. How are you?
Fine, thank you. Good evening, everyone.
How are you? How are you, JP? How did you swing a successful
4th generation product launch?
4th generation product launch.
I did what I was taught. So everything I saw Pastor Bola do at my product launch and the product launches that she hosted for me, I just copied. It was my monkey see, monkey do approach again. So literally some things were word for word verbatim. I copied, and on the back of that, it was a really, really great results that we had.
Oh, congratulations! I'm way to go. That's your 4th generation, and that's a 3rd generation to Casey. Big congratulations and well done.
Thank you very much, Pastor.
Is there any learning point for the team? If somebody is just joining the business now, what would you suggest on this product launch thing? And also, if they invite people and they don't come, what do you suggest?
Okay, so if somebody's joining the team newly, one of the first things that we say to our new recruits and to the people we sponsor and the people they sponsor is to get on board and get their product launches going, because it's a great boost for their business. We give them the examples of the product launches that we've been to, the ones we've hosted, and when they hear about the results, they're usually very encouraged to do it. Now, if you do invite people and they do not turn up, there are other options available. So there is actually going to have a one-to-one presentation with them. There is online presentations, there are business presentations, I heard something recently where the speaker said, whatever it takes to get your sign-up and to get your business moving, you should make those steps and do them. So even if they don't sign up to the product launches, there are other options, there are other ways of exposing your business to your potential prospects. We have such a great business model, and there are just so many ways that we can do it. Not necessarily a product launch, but a product launch is a great way of doing it.
That's fine. Now, I really like what Casey said about the way. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, JP. Thanks a lot. I really like what JP said. I mean, Casey said about telling your friends and family that, hey, I'm launching a new business. Come and support me just by coming in to listen. I think that's wonderful.
Indeed, I agree with that completely. So that's the model we just got there. If you're new, it's never, it's not too much just to say, get a few people together, get them to come to you. Say today, again, the same thing. I'm starting a new business. Come and support me. I'm not saying you should come and join or buy or see anything. Just come and support me. They will come over. It could be an excellent evening for you, or a morning or afternoon, whichever one suits you. It's only about 45 minutes. And in 45 minutes, you could get products sold, over £300 worth of products, and you could get 3-4 people join your business. And to be honest, when that happens, it gives you the encouragement to keep going, and it gives the person that joins you the encouragement. And then you can do the same product launch for them in their own homes, and then use that to grow your business and your team. Well, I really hope you guys everybody has found tonight and this time very, very useful. Thank you so much for your time tonight. It's been exciting. Don't forget, this business works. We are living proofs of it. Understand the form, understand the sign. Don't forget, try and do a product launch. Don't get discouraged. Just do what people do that works. In actual fact, product launches are recommended on a monthly basis. So either your own group of friends, or when you think you've run out, your friends can also run a product launch for you. So if done properly, your friend can run a product launch for you. And all you're doing in a product launch is just getting people to come to yours. We do the talking. You don't even need to do the talking, but it does happen. So do it frequently, do it often. If anybody joins your team, encourage them to do it, because they can get 2-3 people sign up at once, and all you're just doing from then is mentoring and helping those ones also to get their systems going. So the product launch job today is our 5th generation down. So that's, I met the lady when we went to do the product launch for our 4th generation down. So that just tells you that we support each other. We were at the 4th generation down, and the 5th one, we were not there, but JP was there because it's our own 4th generation as well. What I'm saying is you can have a very big family very, very quickly. So please get to work. The month has not ended. If you gave yourself a target at the beginning of this month, go for it. Go for it. You can still do it. I know it's only 2 more days left, but please go for it, because it's your dream at the end of the day. Thank you so much for your time tonight.
Yes, and from me tonight is good night, and we'll hope to see you at our hangouts next week, Sunday at the same time.
Yes, mark your diary. Next Sunday, let's meet up again. And we are planning a very, very big conference program in the month of June, I think it is now, but we'll tell you more about it next week.
Yeah, we'll tell you more about that next week. Things are looking bright. We hope to take this summer by storm. Mm-hmm. All right, so invite someone to the conference, to the webinar next week. Bring someone along. All right, I'm sure they'll pick up 1 or 2 things. And also invite other people who are in other network marketing business. I'm sure some of the business tips we give here can benefit them. I'm sure if they see how rich the training content is, they may likely join you. All right. So in this business, most network marketers really suffer because they don't have the right support, the right training, and the right motivation. So we've decided in the Freedom team to provide all that function, the right support, right training, right motivation, and right team effort. And so I'm sure if your friends and family in other network marketing business know what's going on here tonight, I'm sure they probably want to join you. All right. So from me tonight is good night, and that's me signing out, Pastor Eddie and Bola.
God bless you. Thank you so much, and good night. Have a very productive week, and I look forward to getting exciting news about how well you're doing in the next 2-3 days. God bless. Bye-bye.
Bye.